I'm visible and audible to everyone.
Hello, yes.
Lovely. Let's begin the session.
Hello.
Hello, dear. I hope everybody is fine.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's fun.
Lovely.
And you? How are you?
Great. Wonderful. So let's begin the session. Come into the sitting posture. Keep your back neck straight, align. Gently close your eyes. Go into your asana. Observe the alignment, how you are sitting. Go into your posture, merge yourself within your posture. Once your body is comfortable within your posture, you remain still, comfortable. Now take a deep, prolonged, slow inhalation, deep, prolonged, slow exhalation. Inhale and exhale with awareness. Now, inhale for the 3-time Om along with Shanti. Take a deep, very slow, prolonged inhalation. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Now join your both palms. Tap your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile. Bow down and say Om Shanti. Guys, I'm audible now? Can you hear me now? I'm visible and okay, nice. So Till now we are talking about the Sapta Prakriti. Sapta Prakriti, 7 types of the personalities in this world, and we are discussing about the one by one each personality, their characteristic, their physiological, psychological characteristic. And today we're gonna talk about the another personality, that is a Pitta dominant personality. So please write it down. Pitta, Pitta, Pitta dominant personality. Pitta dominant personality, where Pitta is dominating. Though you have other 2 doshas as well, but Pitta is becoming lead. It's leading the other 2 doshas. So you have certain attributes, certain characteristics when you born with the Pitta personality. So they are physiological characteristic of Pitta. Physiological characteristic of Pitta are these people. They are tall, not very much tall, but medium height, medium body structure. So they have perfect, ideal body structure, very handsome or beautiful, and not too big, not too tall, but ideal one, not short. So medium body structure they are carrying it, medium bone structure, medium muscle structure they are carrying it. These people, they can easily gain the weight, they can easily lose the weight, both way. Easily, if they want to lose the weight, easily. If they want to gain the weight, easily. Where Vata personality put lots of effort to gain the weight, but Pitta easily can gain the weight. Now, their quality of the skin type, normal to oily skin type. Normal to oily skin type. Layer of the skin is medium. Okay, not very thick or not very thin. Color of the skin, please mute yourself. Okay. Color of the skin is pinkish and shiny, reddish and pinkish. And they also have the red ear. If they even get angry, they get the red ear. So through these evaluation, you can get to know that that person is with skin, have the very glow on the face, very good glow, and very attractive skin they are having it. You cannot ignore their skin. But if Pitta aggravated, they get the skin related issues as well. What are the skin related issues? The skin are sensitive, very sensitive towards the sun. So it's easily, their skin easily gonna react with the chemicals product, and even if they spending more time in the under the sun, they get the rashes, quickly get the tanning, and it means like burning kind of tanning. And so for them, it's like they have to avoid more going out. Evening and morning sun is okay, but not the noon sun. And if they are going out in the noon time, they have to cover their body, otherwise the problem would be aggravated. Now their skin also get the pimples, the acne issues, because of the normal to oily skin type. And when Pitta increase in their body, they get the blemishes, blackness, blackheads, and black patches, and skin become pale. Okay, skin become pale, pinkish. When Pitta is, you born with the Pitta, your quality of the skin very good, but Pitta if aggravated in your body and causing the problem, then skin color gonna change. It become pale, yellowish, or the blackish, dull. And so skin related issues are that. Then come to the hair type. The hair type is basically straight hair, okay, slightly oily scalp, not like too much dry, not too much oily, but normal to oily scalp, okay. Quality of the hair is thin and straight hair, short hair, straight hair. The length of the hair would not be like very long but short, thin hair. And they do have hair fall issues. They get the hair fall issues differently comparative to the Vat. They get the hair problems like thinning layer of the hair, and somewhere they get the bladness in some places of the area of the head. And hair becomes slowly, gradually thin.
Recording in progress.
Guys, I'm back. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So we are discussing about the hair quality. So here's a problem. They also get the hair issues. Thin, the hair become very thin if it is aggravated. Their and they get the bladness, some area of the head. Okay, not the full, but some area of the head. Hair fall issues also, they are having it.
It's what? Black?
But like some area of the head become baldness.
Oh, God.
Yes. So now eyes, the eye structure, they have medium structure of the eyes. Eyes are not very big, not very tiny, but medium, okay. And then eyebrows also not very thick, not very thin, medium eyebrows. Eyelashes also medium, and the white part of the eyes, this part, the cornea part, has the veins are visible, tiny veins are visible, and mostly they have redness in their eyes. Now when pitta go aggravated in their body and they are having the pitta related issues, the color of the white part of the eye would be gonna change and it become yellowish, pale, slightly yellowish. It happen when person get jaundice or their gallbladder is affected somehow. They get the gallbladder infection or they are having the stone in their gallbladder. So color of the skin gonna also change and they get also the eyes become pale also. So these are the physiological characteristic of the pitta personality. Now the psychological characteristic of the pitta personalities are in that psychological, their mental, their memory, their sleep, these things we're gonna cover, their occupation, and even these we're gonna cover. So gait and action, and also one part the weather reaction. Gait and action, how they talk and how they walk. So they walk moderately and they talk moderately, like how are you, like we do the moderate talk, right? Not very fast, not very slow. So medium way they are talking, and medium way they are also walking. Then their memory power, they have moderate learning. Not, it's not like they are quick learner, but moderately they're gonna learn. Okay, they do not forget the things easily, but it doesn't mean like they remember everything. No, they don't have very sharp memories, moderate memory power, but very stubborn, very egoist personality. Stubborn, egoist. They do the planning lot before putting the execution. They do the planning. They are very organized personality. Whatever they want to do in their life, they make the planning of the before executing anything. Where Vat doesn't put the planning at all. They just jump to the execution without even paying one thought, without even thinking about it. But here the Pitta, they do the planning, they organize the thing, and then they're gonna put into the execution. But yes, they are very impatient, like Vat, but impatient with the anger. They lose their temperament. When they go impatient, like things are not going in their favor, so they lose their temperament. And they want quick result for everything. They want quick. And yes, they have anger issues. With heat, easily they get angry. Even they are hungry, they get angry. So you always have to feed them because they have the Tishna Agni. Visham Agni working in the Vat. Tishna Agni is working in the Pitta personality. So even they get Hungarian like. You can say hungry, angry. Hunger plus angry. So I have one of my friend. Before I talk to him, I just offer the food first. You cannot talk to these kind of people. You never know how they're gonna react. So feed them first. Egoist, yes, and because they do the planning very well organized, and so they do very good in the business. Their occupation, anything which is required the planning, the things, even the jobs where they require the paperwork for, where they have to note it down everything, doing the plannings, so they can do well in that. And yes, in business they are great entrepreneur. Small business they do well, big business they do well. Okay, and then their sleep pattern, sleep is good, moderate sleep. They once in a while they go and see the dreams. They easily fall into the sleep, but when they wake up during the night or somebody wake them up, even that time they also lose anger. Don't wake them up. Okay, don't take panga, don't take risk, because then they feel difficult to again fall into the sleep. But yes, easily they go into the sleep, and easily they wake up also. But if somehow somebody disturbs their sleep, they get annoyed. So this is about the sleep. Now in relationship, even Vat, if we compare with the Vat, also please write it down. Few things we not cover the Vat one. Vat relationship is like they get easily bored. Right now I'm talking about the Vat. Vat get bored easily in the relationship. They have commitment issues because, as I told you, because they cannot make the wise decision. They always confused about it, and they cannot be stick to the one places. So with the relationship, same thing happen. Even in relationship, they cannot commit. They have insecurities. Where Pith, because they lose the anger and they cannot listen the things. They are they always want to be in leadership. Even in the relationship, they want to rule. and because of that, these two personalities doesn't go for the long period of the relationship. Though very attractive personalities what persuade easily, social, they attract you very easily. With beautiful, handsome, you're attracted by the physical body, and yes, very they look like intelligent. Maybe they are not intelligent but look like intelligent. So strong decision maker, and these things attract, right? These things attract. But long term relationship, they don't do well, very well. So these two personalities struggle when it's come to the long term relationship. Short term relationship, yes, they work very wonderful because both are very super excited, active, super active, and where Pitta is physical active, Vat mental active. Pit and Vat both are impatient, but Pit lose the anger with it. So through the comparison, you can also understand. They somehow have sharing the same attributes, same traits, but on surface level, but deeper level, slightly different. Okay. Vat never get angry, not much anger they are having it. But only one thing, they just cannot stick to the one thing. If they overcome with that problems through the practice of meditation, asana, and yes, the diet and everything, they come out from these issues. Even Pith also can come out from the problems of the anger issues, but they have to put more effort into it, right, to pacify their anger. So they can do wonderful in their life. They can be a famous personalities, famous person, because very dedicated also. And so this is the comparison with the reaction of the both personality. Vat cannot tolerate the winter season, cold always aggravate the Vat. Okay, and heat always gonna aggravate the Pith. So Pith never, they cannot bear the heat, too much sun. So they have to move towards, if we provide the treatment, we consider that these personalities should move the comfortable environment according to their personality. So if they move towards the winter area, like Pith gonna move to the cold area, or Vat gonna move to the warm places, then medicine and the treatment work very effectively or quickly. Now occupation, I talked about already. Now the problems of the Pith. Problems of the Pith, basically generally problems: fever, any kind of fever you get because of the Pith. Constipation, that's also happen because of the Pith. Hair fall issues also happen because of the Pith. Skin related all the diseases happen because of the Pith. Eczema, or skin where it start burning, rashes, burning sensation you feel on your skin, that's happened because of the Pith. Hyperacidity, Pith. Heat, they also have heat issues. Their palm and their feet mostly burning. They burn these areas, they feel more heat, and they have sweating issues also, and their odor of the body would be smelly if Pith has the problem. Okay, gallbladder issues, kidney related issues, liver related issues, doesn't matter what kind of name the modern science has given, if these organs are affected, somehow Pith is imbalanced. Okay, so these are the common problems of the Pitta related. We're gonna talk about the cure, how we can bring the cure to this, but this is the Pitta characteristic. Now come to the Kapha one. Pitta is clear to everyone?
beautiful or handsome and strong decision maker. So it's more like the organized side, and the Vata is just more fast and inorganized.
Yes,
But
exactly.
okay, thanks.
Okay. Now, the third personality is the Kapha dominant personality. Pronunciation Kapha. Kapha dominant personality. Kapha dominant personality characteristics are physiological characteristics. Now, if you see some people who are very tall and big, that's considered to be a Kapha one. Okay, tall and the big personality. Like
Tall and big.
how you gonna understand? Like in your climate where you are living, if average height is like, for example, 6 feet, then you have to consider above from the 6 feet, which is very taller, 7 feet or some 8 feet, it considered to be a the kapha kind of, or broad shoulder, broad these areas. And if short heighted, like around 4 or 4-5, we consider would be it would be the vat one. So that's how you're gonna compare the things. Like in India, the common height is 5'11" or 5'12" or 5'10", approximately height of the male, and the female is 5'4" or 5'5" or 5'6". So below that we consider the vat. Above from that we can evaluate, like, okay, it is a kapha personality. And yes, this kind of personality mostly have the issue of gaining the weight. They gain the weight very easily, but losing the weight is like they have to do the Hercules task. For them is a Hercules task. It's very, very big task. The people who just drink the water and they say, I'm just drinking the water, still I'm gaining the weight. Or some people just take the breathe, they are gaining the weight. And some people who just eat everything but not gaining the weight, that is a vat. But kapha, opposite, completely opposite. They drink the water, even water gonna give them the weight. So kapha is like, but yes, they can lose the weight, but we require they have to put lots of effort in that. Now their skin type is soft and supple skin. Soft and supple skin, layer of the skin is thick, and it's like soft, where we do boogie whoosh, like a baby. Babies have very supple and soft skin, and the color of the skin mostly whitish. In India it's whitish, and in your country would be a fairer common. So you can compare according to the tone wise. Okay, so normal tone, if it's fair than that normal tone, it means they have kapha skin. And kapha is also associated with the cold, so their skin is always mostly during the winter time they have coldness in their skin, and during the summertime they get the heat, cold and heat. According to the season, their skin also gonna change slightly. Where vat, they always feel the cold in their skin, and pitta feel always, most of the time, heat in their skin. But kapha, season change, they feel accordingly. Okay, so now the skin is thick, yes, we talked about. Now come to the hair type. The hair length is very good. They have long, curly, black hair, and the quality of hair is like good, thick hair, and very beautiful hair they are having it. And their eyes are most beautiful, body part of beautiful big eyes, supple eyes, and the white part of the eyes are very bright, and the completely white, crystal clear white. Okay, in Vata there are patches, in Pitta veins are visible, but Kapha nothing. It's crystal clear white. Beautiful eyes and big eyes, big eyelashes, and the very thick eyebrows they're gonna have. Broad forehead. We Pitta have the medium forehead, Vata having the small forehead, Kapha have broad forehead. Okay, that's I just remember right now. So I'm telling you. Now then come to their hair structure, we talked about it, skin type we talked about, eyes we talked about. So these are the physiological characteristic of the Kapha personality. Now their psychological characteristics, they get in action, they talk very slow, very slow, like how are you, how's your day, okay. They always go like that, as slow as they can go, and so they walk very slow, so like this. So they talk slow, and even the pitch of the tone is slow. It's like very low even and slow, and walk even slow, very slowly walking. So that is a gait and action. Their memories, very difficult for them to learn the things. Very difficult. But once they learn, they never forget. So short-term memory is weak, but long-term memory is very good. Okay, they are lazy, super lazy. Lethargic people, super lazy, super lethargic. Memory is not sharp, and laziness is on that level even for picking the glasses from the table, taking the food for themselves, and eating even. It's the biggest task for them. It's the biggest task for them to. So this kind of laziness, they go through it. But they are also calm. They hardly get angry, hardly. But in relationship, they do wonderful, because calm, cool personality, chill pill personality. Maybe because of the laziness, they not take the initiative, but they are very chill pill towards everything. And relationship, they are very caring, loyal, honest personality. They always take the stand for you, even if you get the friend. And yes, they are extreme level of the introvert personality, and so they are not very social, amicable personality. But once you become friend of them, or you fall in love with them, then you become the world for them. They're never gonna leave you. They never. So it's little bit creepy also, but it is a goodness also. They always give you their support. And that's why this personality considered to be an ideal, not best one, but better than the Vata and the Pitta. They do wonder in the long-term relationship. Yes, to fall in love with the Kapha is difficult, but once you fall in love, it's very difficult to break up with them. And if you break up them, they keep haunting you. That's also possible. They can haunt you most of the time, and because you become the world for them, and they don't have anybody, so their whole attention is you. So long-term relationship, very good. The problem only the laziness, and so laziness suffer. Because of laziness, they suffer in their career also. So even they love the jobs which require the desk job, because they love sitting. So any job where they have to sit, not much activity, they have to make it, they're gonna do okay, theek hai. So they can be a software engineer, researcher, or because these people live in isolation, right? Back in front way they cannot handle the things. Back in jobs they do work good. Any computer related things or any things which require the things which they can do in their own way, things which they can. So if they come out from the laziness, they can be a great researcher, a great scientist also, great scholar also. And but if they come out from the laziness, otherwise they just be the back end doing any back end job. Okay, so now come to where we talked about their sleep. Oh, they love sleeping. They're crazy about the sleep. Whole day, next day to next day, they can sleep. They love sleeping and they get the sound sleep. Yes, you cannot wake them up. It's the biggest task to wake them up. It's very difficult for them to waking in the morning. Very difficult. It's the biggest task in the world. So they love sleeping and they don't like anybody disturb, but they don't get angry like with personality get angry. But yes, their sleep is like, oh, they can sleep many days non-stop, back to back. So these are the psychological characteristic. What kind of mind category they are having? Calm, peaceful, relaxed, and how's they approach? Now let's understand. Then I'll take up the problems of the kapha. If you planning for any trip, and then you ask, maybe you have 3 friends, right? One is the vat, one is the pith, one is the kapha. So you go there and you talking on the phone. Vat, how they gonna react? They immediately say, okay, let's pack my bags and jump. Immediately they get ready to go for traveling. Pitta gonna organize everything. Pitta gonna organize the trip. It's gonna organize which flight they have to take, which bus or which train. They're gonna broad and the hotels, which places they're gonna move, roam around, everything they're gonna plan. And they would be the leader of the planning or organizing the trips. Kapha, they say, yes, I love to come, and they never come. They never even participate, showing up. They say, okay, I'll join you, and they never gonna join even. It can be possible because they are very accustomed to their places. They are very attached. Even Pitta also attached to their things, their environment, but Kapha is more attached in the next level. Kapha never leave their places, and if they even move some places, they make the home, they carry so many things, so they create the same homely atmosphere for them. And their planning is not 3 days or 1 day or 2 day trip. It would be like 1 week or 15 days or maybe the month or the year, depend. So according to their work, but they required more time for traveling even. But depend, they even never gonna show. It's totally depend. Maybe they go with the solo trip or something like that. So this is how they approach. And even in the relationship, why they work wonderful, because they are okay with everything. They give the space to the other personalities. They are okay with, they embrace it, they accept it the way you are. You are Pith, you are Vat personality, they are okay. They say, okay, just do whatever you want. Like you want to bring the change in your house or anything or paint, they say, okay, I'm agree, whatever you want to do to renovate or other things. They're quite okay with everything. They are good listener even, yes, they listen you. If not, but they pretend that yes, they are good listener. At least they are sitting and nodding their head. So maybe they are listening or maybe not. But you can assume that maybe they are listening. So they can do the great pretenders. And they are never be a leader. never want to lead in relationship or lead anywhere. They love their own spaces and they don't want to enter into the other spaces, people even. But yes, they show their love, they are very romantic, very, great, very sweet and cute personalities. And for is like, that's why Ayurveda also consider only 20 types of the problems happen. There is a list in the Ayurveda, 20 types of the problems created by when kapha go imbalance. 40 types of the problems happen when pitta go imbalance. And I also said you make it percentage now, because diseases are keep on changing and modifying, and we have new diseases also. So you can make it percentage also, but we have the types also, we have the list. So Vata have 80 types of the problem. So kapha is very less disease created. And yes, what are the diseases which caused by the kapha? These are the diseases. These above the throat. Remember we talked about the area of the kapha. So throat to this area. So basically lower and upper respiratory system in kapha involves. Okay, kapha involves. So throat infection, tonsillitis, sinus, and any mucus related issues, cold you get, and all kind of sinus issues you are having, headache, migraine, or white hair, premature gray hair issues, eyes issues, most of the eyes issues like myopia, ear infection. Yes, that also caused by the kapha imbalance. And any part of your body where liquids, even in skin, they get the acne issue, the big acne issue. Okay, where pus, how we say, mucus is coming out from that acne. That kind of acne happen because of the kapha. Pitta also get acne, but there not the mucus is coming out. But if mucus is coming out, we call pus, and then it can be because of the kapha imbalance. Kapha also cause the skin related issues where skin start melting. Melting is we called we have term for that. I just forget that term. So skin start melting. We call in Sanskrit cold. I don't know the English name for that. So cold, like where skin start melting, and you have seen the people bind their hands. It started with the fingers first, and slowly, gradually, other skins come out. That's also happened because of the kapha. And fluids issues in your reproductive issues. That's also happened in the kapha. Fungus infection, your vaginal infection, that's also caused by the kapha. So these are the common problems of the which secreted, which happen to the human being because of the when kapha aggravated. You born with the kapha personality, but when kapha aggravated, then you get these issues, and that is the problems. Now,
what do you mean by cold skin?
Cold skin means where you feel cold in your palm. Have you seen whenever you touch somebody's hand, somebody's palm are heat, they have the heat, somebody's palm are warm, somebody's palm are cold.
This is from kapha, if you have cold hands and feet.
It change during the season. During the winter, their feet and the palm become cold. During the summer, it's become warm. But in pitta, it's always warm, and during the during winter time, it's become warm. During the heat time, it's become heat like totally, especially the summer. It's become the burning. They even feel the burning sensation by themselves. And Vata, they're always feet and the palm always remain cold, mostly remain cold. Okay, So this we talked about the 3 personalities till now. Rest of the personalities are combination personalities. Tomorrow we're gonna discuss about the combination and where 1 and 2 doshas are combined, and then you get different characteristics. We're gonna talk about tomorrow class. Any doubt? Tomorrow is off, so Monday onward. So any doubt, any difficulties till now?
You said kapha is throat above. How come you said reproductive issues?
You missed the first class, so I told you kapha is everywhere in each and every body part. There is a kapha, but when we talked about all the lubrication in your body is happening because of the kapha is functioning in your body. So whenever the lubrication is affected, we associate it with kapha goes imbalance. One of the reason there is a kapha is the part of that. Okay, lubrication, all the mucus, all the lubrication which is secreted by your body, it's because of the kapha. And when it go imbalance, one of the reason is kapha is imbalance. Pitta, kapha and vata is in everywhere, but I talked about the major location. Okay, but other parts also involved. Understood?
Okay.
So let's end the session here. Yeah. Another question?
Yeah, you said about the road trip. So you said Vata packs their bags immediately and leaves. Kapha says yes, but never comes. And they would prefer longer trips, 1 week, months. That requires a lot of time. But what about the Pitta? What did you say?
Pitta, I said that they're gonna plan the trip. They would be the lead of becoming the leader who organize whole trip, like which car, which train, which plane you gonna go travel, which things and which places you gonna visit, which hotel you gonna stay. What never gonna plan these things. Pitta gonna plan everything, organize before going there. Okay, and where? Kapha.
For you.
Yes. Pitta gonna organize whole trip. It gonna organize everything of that trip. Then he gonna show. He gonna travel.
Kapha plans the 1 week or months, or doesn't plan at all?
Kapha, it's like he wants to stay more. He want to love to spend time more on that places. He gonna carry the things. Little bit he gonna do the planning, of course, but Vat never gonna do the planning. He just pack the bags maybe 1 day before. But Pitta take more time. Kapha maybe little bit time. Maybe he gonna take it, but he want to exchange the duration, and he create the home everywhere he goes.
Once longer time.
Yes.
Brings home.
Yes, and carry those small tiny things which give him the homely atmosphere or homely things.
Oh, but how come you says yes but never comes? Which personality is that? The one that comes?
Kapha, yes, same the kapha. It depends. Maybe one time he always prefer to the place, the home. He is very much comfortable the places where he is living. Very difficult for them to come out from his comfortable places. So he gonna think a lot, and that's why most of the time he just I'm not gonna participate. He never gonna show up. But once in a while, yes, he gonna travel. But if he gonna travel, he does these things.
Oh, okay. Okay, and then Pitta has no issues with duration, just organizes the whole thing. Yes, doesn't matter.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes. So.
Okay.
Let's end the session here with the chanting. Keep your back, neck straight, aligned. Gently close your eyes. Go into your asana. Observe your alignment, how you are sitting. Be comfortable within it. Now, take a deep, prolonged inhalation. Exhale. Inhale for the Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Feel the vibration and sensation. Join your both palms. Wrap your palm. Place on your eyes. Very slowly while blinking, looking at your palm. Gently open up your eyes with a great smile and say Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Bless you guys. Meet you day after tomorrow. Take care of yourself.